I dropped out and moved to New York City at 20 years old, and here's my honest review 1 year later. Because I grew up in the suburbs, I always romanticized living in a big city and being surrounded with all these dope people. And in my time in New York City, I met dope ass people. I met people making $1 million a month. But an odd pattern that I realized is that I always ended up feeling a little bit discontent. At first I thought, oh, it's obvious, I'm just not making enough money. And then I reached the point where I could afford all of these things, like decently comfortable, and still save for my future. And I still ended up feeling kind of discontent. And the one thing that I'm really grateful for living in the city is that I think it taught me the difference between being bored and being unhappy. Being bored is something I felt while living in New Jersey. All I kind of do is the same repetitive thing. I go to the one coffee shop, I drive to the one Whole Foods, get the same yerba mate every single day. But being unhappy is this nefarious, creeping thing. And to me, what that looked like while living in the city was that I wasn't checking off the boxes that I would have wanted in like my last day alive. So even though I was reaching the goals that I had set for myself because I felt really poor, I also think in a day-to-day, my lack of nature, my lack of being able to even see the sky and the clouds made me feel slightly unhappy. And as a result, I was actually outputting less creative work than I would if I was just chilling at home doing nothing. Because I was also moving around a lot. Like to get to a coffee shop in New York City might take me like a 30-minute commute. And then you buy a coffee and then you sit down and then you're sipping the coffee while like trying to like finagle with your headphones to get them out of your like backpack. And then you're trying to connect to the Wi-Fi, but then you realize that Wi-Fi's internet speed is really dog shit. And that built up over months made me feel slightly unhappy living in the city. Now I'm going to go back, but there's like two things I want to do differently. One is I'm going to live in a much calmer, more green area. And two, in the phase of life that I'm in right now, I find actual happiness working. Like I was thinking, maybe that's cope because I don't have enough friends. And I realized I still really, really value alone time. That doesn't make me shy. That doesn't make me a loser. That literally just means I like enjoy these things. I'm probably gonna move back soon, but today's day 9 of trying to make generational wealth in my 20s. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 10. Peace.